Andrea Radrizzani, owner, Leeds United. Thank you very much for being with us today. How long have you owned the club now?
I did the first investment in January 2017,
Okay.
and then I completed the takeover in June 2017. So it's my second season as a fully owner.
So you're coming up for 2 years with total involvement in the club. How have you found the journey so far?
Exciting. Last year I think was a difficult year, but also a lot of things to learn for me. Different business, a lot of ups and downs. We started very well and then we went down. So particularly it was important to understand the different dynamics in the organization rather than other industry and companies I used to run.
Well, I wanted to get onto this because obviously people know you in the sports industry for your work in a media agency. You ran MP Silva for many years. How is running a football club different from that? I mean,
very, very different. I think first of all, everybody's dream is to own a football club. Many people own that, but when you really do it, you enjoy, but it's very difficult. It's much more difficult than what you could like. Everybody played fantasy league or whatever, but it's nothing to do with that. It's much more complicated. You have to deal with many different stakeholders and challenges on the sports field and also outside on the balance sheet, particularly in this league. So it's not simple. And the big difference I notice is that the impact I can have is in a way different because you need to keep distant with the players, with the team, while in the other businesses you have a direct contact and you can communicate very clearly and very direct to all your manager. Here you need to be much more careful and sometimes it's better to give the guidance, the strategy, but at the end to make a step back and let them work, as I'm doing this year with Marcelo.
Very good, yes. How are you handling the public element of the job? Obviously running an agency, sure you're in the limelight, but more in a sort of industry way, industry press. Yeah. Now you've got fans who want to know what you think, fans who are criticising you, you've got all sorts of media who want to know what you think, they're criticising you as well.
Yes, also you learn to deal with that because you need to keep the emotion very balanced, and I think my previous job taught me a lot about to manage the peak and also manage the lows, and this is very important in football because every other week you can have a peak and a low, and the criticism or the compliments can change very quickly, rapidly, and so it's something honestly doesn't affect me much. Obviously it touched me a little bit, but not much. Mm-hmm. No more than 10%. I mean, I'm very focused on the objectives, and I've shown this because with all the criticism I had last year and the end of the season, I never thought to change my capital, I never thought to change my football director, because when I believe in something, we need to give time also to my team and myself to make mistakes and come back. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we are on the right direction now.
You've always been known in the industry, at least, as an incredibly hard-working executive. You know, all your time in MP Silva. Sort of a dream thing for you to now be owning a football club, but of course you've got ACER Group as well. How do you split your time?
My time is actually focused much more on communication with the manager in all the different company investment we have, and less than before with the external market and clients and partners.
Okay. Presumably Leeds are going to win the league and you're going to get promoted. Touch wood, that's going to happen.
Let's touch anything.
Touch anything, that's going to happen. What are you going to do to celebrate when that happens, Andrea?
It doesn't happen, but if it happens, we all go to Vegas with the players. I promise them.
Okay. Everyone, whole organisation.
All the team, I promise them.
Perfect. Andrea Radrizzani, thank you very much.
Pleasure.